Hello friends, so we're underway with SeekGatherCreate Feb 2025. Thanks to all of you that are participating, sharing your work with us. I love seeing it. I love seeing the different versions of the prompts, and it's just fantastic. So thank you so much. Big thank you to our first guest host this week, and that's Jack at Jack Ravi. So thanks, Jack. Thanks for taking part in SeekGatherCreate with us. And I'm going to go through the clues for this week that I'm going to be working with, that you all have been working with. So it's the key, the color navy blue, an insect, and something rusty. So I have, for navy blue, I chose just some thread. I have a couple of keys here. I think I'm going to use this one. Okay, and then I had some insects, and I'm going to be using this little bee that's kind of falling apart, but I'm still going to use it. And so I think we have everything, right? So something rusty, we're going to create it together. I'll show you what I do with that, and I'm going to start. So I'm starting with the tag that I showed you originally in another post in my little folder. So this is made just out of a file folder, and it's kind of flimsy. So what I want to do is give it some rigidity. So I'm just going to start with a nice light, I'm going to use some Mod Podge, and I'm going to start just putting some layers of paper on it. Let me find a brush. Here we go. So I'm just going to just kind of do a nice layer of paper, just old book paper I'm using. You can use anything you like. You can use your painted papers. Most of it is going to be hidden. And a nice layer of Mod Podge to give it strength. And it also seals all that paper if you're going to add some paint on it. So yeah, so here we go. And at this point, I don't really care what way the lettering is going, or the writing, or the wording. That's not my goal. So I'm just going to continue here. Then I'm going to go in and give the background some texture and another layer. And I'm using a stencil from Stencil Girl. And it's L335 if you're interested in that. And it's just a nice little floral with little buds on it. It's really pretty. I think I put it right there. And then I'm going to go in with some spackling. I think I found this at the hardware store. And so I'm just gonna grab some. And just a little note with spackling or gesso, or now you could use matte medium here as well, gesso like I said. But when you do use that, just remember to give your stencils a good cleaning, because otherwise the product will dry on it, and it will not have that same effect when you're stenciling again, because it'll have a different edge to it, a raised edge. So here we go. And okay, so that's all dry. For now, I'm going to leave it on the side and think about what to do. I might leave it as is, or I might lighten it up a little bit. I'm not sure. So I'm just going to put that aside, and I'm going to start on the next thing that we're going to be working on, and that's we're going to include that insect, which is this little fella, and something rusty. So this one is cork, but this technique can be used on anything. And basically, we're going to make it look rusty like this. Can you see that? Okay. So what we need for that is some paint. And here you go. I just got little drops of black, brown, orange, some gold, and I'll use some white and just a flat type of paintbrush. Okay. And we'll start off with the black first. You know what I should do? I should honestly put a piece of paper underneath so I don't get paint everywhere. There we go. And we don't brush, we dab. And you only need a little bit. Okay, and I like to clean the brush a little bit. And I'm going in, that was the black, so I'm gonna go in with the brown. You don't need to clean the brush because we want all that to melt together. And again, hit random parts of your object. And I think I'm good with the brown. And now I'm going to go in with some orange. And don't blend too much because we want that contrast, okay? Okay, this is where I'm going to clean my brush. Because I'm going to be applying the gold and I want that to stand out, okay? Now with the gold, you want to work it in. You want to work it into that other paint. Let's see, it's coming along. I'm going to go in again with a little bit of orange. Some brown. You keep working it until you're satisfied with the result. And I think I'm pretty good there. And there we are. So I think I'm going to leave it like that. Or on this side, I added white the same way. So there's a little bit of white, and this one is just, and then I'll see which side I want to use later on, okay? So I'm going to put that aside. And we'll come back to our tag. You know, I have a corner round somewhere here, but eventually I will round off these corners when I find my corner round. Okay, so here I'm going to assemble. So we have this, we have a key, we have the insect, we have the key, my navy blue, and something rusty, which is our insect. Now, I also have, you know, there was a 100-day project and I had these circle cutouts. So I think I'm going to use that. I have this little guy here that I cut out of a book, a coloring book. So I'm going to do some kind of layered collage, so to speak. A little bit of the Kozo paper. Oh, I also have this rusty bit here. And then I want to add my bug in here. So now I'm just playing around to see if the background works. I think I like it here. So you can see a bit of that background, maybe right down at the bottom. And we'll have this off the page. So I'm just playing around with the placement, right? That's all I'm doing here. And I think that's going to get a little corner around as well, so it's not so angled. A little tag. I think I'm going to leave it like that, okay? So this is where I'm sitting at. Now I want to go in before I make everything permanent, and I'm going to go in with my fabric tack and just tack everything. Okay. And then I think I will, let me put that away. Do some stitching with the thread to incorporate it. That navy blue. Let me tell you, working and talking at the same time is something that needs to be learned for sure, right? Because normally I talk to myself in my head when I'm creating, not out loud. So yeah, here we go. So if I'm silent, just enjoy the silence with me, yeah? Okay, so that's good. Do I want to adhere that? I'm not sure what I want to do that, but let me just knot this off. I think I'll just add it right there. Okay, so I'm just gonna go in again with my thread since I covered the other stitches. So I'm just gonna try this again, right? It is about the process, guys, right? So I'm just gonna go through the back and secure this key in here. There we go. I'm just going to add a few more stitches of this navy blue. Okay. Just to add some interest up here. I leave a project always with marks. It's just my way of slowing down and just finalizing the little bits on it. So this is just a gel pen I'm using. I don't have a particular brand that I love. Just grab whatever and try them all until they stop working. Okay, so now what I really enjoy about making marks on my pages is the way they engage your viewpoint and just bring your eye into the different focals on the page. And that's it. I'm wondering if she needs some glitter, some pink, something. I think she does. So let me see. You know what? I'll just I'll just use some ink. So this is just an acrylic ink, and I'm going in with a wet little brush. And I want to cover her because I don't want her to get all dotty and splotty. There we go. She's all done. I have some words. Let's say, lost in her dreams. I'll just put them down here. It's always a puzzle, isn't it? I'll just put it right here. There we go. And she's all done. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and get ready for week 2. Take care.